Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to my another lesson about speaking practice and phonetics. It's Wednesday night here in the UK and our local time is 3 past 10 p.m. Dear viewers, if you're interested, I have just shared the link. Join me from this link. If you're watching from your mobile, the link should be on the top of your screen. But if you're watching from the web, it should be the right hand corner on the top. Join me. If you have got any questions or comments, you're more than welcome to ask me. Remember that through this class, we try to know different kinds of strategies, how we can be a good speaker. And also, at the end of the day, it's you who have to practice a lot. The best British teacher or American teacher can give you lessons, guidelines. But if you don't practice, tell me how you're going to be successful. Okay. So welcome guys. All right, so let's move on. What are you going to learn today? We're going to talk about hobbies. And there is Ryan and Taylor. Wow. And you can talk about your hobbies too. And in order to talk or hop on, you need to subscribe to this class. And that is mandatory. And if you don't want to subscribe, then possibly you can listen to the comment section. But the problem is up to certain period of time, the system may not allow you to watch it freely. So my question is, what are your hobbies and how do you fulfill your hobbies? Okay, and there is a dialogue and conversation, and it's in between two persons or two people, you can say. One of them is Ryan and another is Taylor. Let's change it so that it's better, because we have got a teacher called Ryan as well. Like, let's make it with R, Ron, yeah. Okay. So what are your hobbies? How do you enjoy or apply your hobbies? So once again, this live broadcast has been shared through the Facebook Live as well as to my YouTube channel. People who have joined or who are watching from there is welcome. You are amazing guys. Alright, so let me see. I need to wait a little bit because if my subscriber comes, then I need to talk to them. Hey, Monica is here. Monica. Hello, Monica.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Monica. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher. How are you?
I'm always fantastic. Thanks for the question. How about you?
I am doing well, teacher. Thank you.
How was your lunch today?
My lunch was a little fast because I have been working since early morning, and I didn't a lot of time for have my lunch,
Hmm.
but was very fast. But what was delicious.
Delicious. All right, that's great. Do you know this word, delectable?
Delectable. Oh yes, it's more than delicious. More sophisticated.
Yeah, delectable is a very standard word, which means when something looks tasty or something smells tasty, and that gives you great pleasure after having the taste or having the food.
Oh,
So it's a delectable cheesecake or delectable dinner or lunch. Okay,
okay, teacher.
I'm going to
Okay.
ask you something, Monica.
Sure. Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Can you hear this sound? Delectable.
Delectable.
Yeah, is it clear?
Clear.
Very good. That means my sound is back. You know, I had a problem with my Chrome, Google Chrome.
Okay, no, but was the song was okay, teacher.
The sound is okay. So
Mhm.
delectable is an adjective when something, especially food, looks good or smells good. Monica, are you there? Uh, I lost you, Monica. I have invited you again.
Mhm. I'm
Welcome.
here, teacher. Yes.
Sorry. I believe that you had a call.
Oh yes, teacher.
Is your
But I
boss
could put
calling?
it. I could put it, teacher.
I think you are the boss in your department, so there is no boss above you.
My brother, teacher, was my brother. My
Bo-
brother was calling me.
oh, your
But after that class, I
uh-huh.
back the call.
You're going to call back him after the class. If you want, you
Oh,
can call it now. Just let him know that you're on the class. You can mute and let him. That's fine. I can wait.
no, teacher. Never.
A brother
We
is
are
a
not
brother,
in.
and at the end of the day, this is your own blood. Remember, brother,
Oh
sister
yes,
are your own blood. Same genetic
yes, of
code
course.
almost.
Yes, of course.
How many brothers have you got?
A lot, teacher.
Really?
Yes,
How
I have
many?
three brothers.
Three.
Hmm
Oh, not more than us. Actually, it's same. I had three brothers too,
Oh,
and
really, teacher?
unfortunately, two of them passed away.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
That's okay. That's our final destination. Have you watched the movie Final Destination?
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
All of them?
Every, all of them, all of people at the end
They passed away.
will pass away, will be in the sky, teacher.
That's right. Whether you're white or black, rich or poor, educated or uneducated, wherever and
Exactly.
whatever you are, our final
Yes,
destination is there.
no destination is go to the universe.
But don't worry, we'll meet you after the death, yeah, Monica?
Okay.
It says in some religions. Okay, let's not talk the religions here. Okay.
Yes, yes, I know.
All right. So, thank you very much, Monica, for joining. Today, it's a very common topic. We are going to read a dialogue, and after that, you're going to describe your hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
So, dialogue, hobbies. So, at the beginning, I'll be Ron, you'll be Taylor, and the second time, you'll be Ron, I'll be Taylor. We'll change our characters and vice versa. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So, let's start the conversation. I'm Ron, I'm going to start. I'm so
Okay.
happy this week of midterm exam is finished. Taylor,
Yes, teacher, 1 second, please.
no
Okay.
worries, no worries, no worries. Take your time.
I'm here, teacher. I am Ron or Tyler?
I'm Ron at the beginning and you'll be Tyler. When the conversation is over, then you'll be Ron, I'll be Tyler.
Okay, teacher.
Let's start one more time and once again. I'm so happy this week of midterm exam is finished.
Same here. I'm looking forward to relaxing in the mountains this weekend. I've planned a little hike in the woods, and I'm gonna take a canoe trip down the river if the weather cooperates.
Okay, hang on a second. Oh, fun! I'm going to Michigan. I'm taking my camera because fall is coming first. The leaves are already turning all shades of red and orange. It will be awesome.
Next time you go there, I enjoy. I'll join you. I've heard Michigan is a great place to go
Canoeing.
canoeing.
Do you know the canoeing? Small boat?
Canoeing. Yes, a small boat in the river.
Yeah, and you need to use the oar to move. Great. So now you'll be Ron, I'll be Tyler.
Okay. I am so happy this week of midterm exam is finished.
Same here. I'm looking forward to relaxing in the mountains this weekend. I planned a little hike in the woods and I'm gonna take canoe trip down the river if the weather cooperates.
Oh, oh, fun! I'm going to Michigan. I'm taking my camera because fall is coming fast. The leaves are already turning all shades of red and orange. It will be awesome.
Next time you go there, I'll join you, okay? Don't go without me. I have heard Michigan is a great place to go canoeing.
Okay.
So there are some things I'm sure you know midterm students means.
Mhm.
So in the Western countries, midterm students are at university in the United States often take exams in mid-semester around October or March of every year. These exams are called midterms.
Midterms.
Okay, exams at the end of the semester are called finals or final exams and are usually in May. So midterms are in between two terms and the final exams at the end of the year. Okay,
Mhm.
and I'm sure you know that gonna, wanna, these are colloquial, but generally in formal environment we do not use it. We use only informal environment with friends and close relatives.
Okay.
Okay, awesome is also excellent, great. Yeah? Now, Monica, let's come to the main questions. What are your hobbies and how do you enjoy or spend time with your hobbies?
Mhm. Of course, teacher. Honestly, I have a lot of hobbies. My first hobby is practice. My main hobby is running. Is practice sport,
Sorry, Monica, is
especially
it okay to
run.
speak a bit louder, please? Your voice has gone down. I'm sorry.
Now, teacher, better.
Yes, now it's better. Bring the microphone
Mm,
closer to your mouth.
okay, okay, teacher. My main hobby is practice different kind of sports. Uh, I love practice running, for example, in the morning, and I do the weekends. I love practice swimming, and when I have more time, I visit small places, especially highland, because I love practice hiking and others.
Very good. Okay. And when you go for your hobbies during the weekend, like you said, swimming and hiking, do you go by
Mhm.
yourself or with someone else? Maybe friends, I mean to say.
Yes, sometimes I practice this sport alone, and others with my friends, also with my brothers.
Okay, great. And do you think that people should have hobbies?
Sorry?
Do you think that sometimes some people say we don't have hobby, but do you think that those people should have hobbies?
Oh yes, yes. I think that is beneficial for any person practice or have hobbies because hobbies help us to feel better. Also, hobbies mm, create more comfortable uh, feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and after that we can feel better and feel relaxed and generate a positive
Okay.
thoughts.
I'm going to ask a few more questions if it is okay. So, how much free time do you usually have?
Uh, I have a free time, especially at the weekends. During the week, I'm really busy, working in the morning and at night, working on or study in other moments. But I practice my sport, especially really morning, every day at the morning, early morning. But I have more time at the weekends.
Okay, so we have answered number three. So, what do you like to do with your free time? We have answered. Do you prefer to relax sometimes or to be active?
I prefer. It depends on honestly, teacher. Sometimes uh, I prefer stay active. I prefer be active, and in other moments I prefer stay in my home in relaxing way. Maybe I love watch movie or maybe listen music
Mm-hmm.
or just doing nothing.
Okay, all right. Hang on a second. Mm, okay. Do you collect anything like stamp,
Yes,
coin?
medals.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
collecting medals. Teacher.
how large is your collection?
Maybe 50, 40 or 50, no, between 40 and 45 medals I have.
Oh, that's great. So
Mhm.
these medals are these are all of them are your viewers or you have just collected from different sources?
Different sources, some medals come from come from my studies, other from my sports, other my college, and yes,
Mm-hmm.
my certificate.
That's great. Lovely. I didn't know that. Felicitation. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, teacher.
So, what kinds of things do people usually collect? According to your idea,
Mm, different kind of things. Some people collect coins, for example, different kind of coins. Other collect, for example, stones
mhm,
from different places. Other collect pictures and just different things. It just depends on the person.
they collect, yeah, instead of their
They
collect,
collect.
they collect, yeah.
They collect.
Very good. And sometimes the things that people collect become valuable. Can you think of any examples?
Mm, After that, it collect valuable. Maybe I don't know. For example, in my country, the government uh, create different kind of coins,
Mm-hmm,
but this coin is in circulation in that moment. But they create, for example, maybe 1,000 of coins with different shapes
mm-hmm,
inside to the coins, and they put in the population in circulation, and after that, people save this money and after the disappear of of my country, and after that they can sell this money. For example, after 1 year this money have more are more valuable. They can sell in other price. For example, if the money was in $1, they have the possibility to sell in maybe $10 or $15.
okay, that's great. It's a when things become valuable, we call it antique. I'm sure you know this word, antique, yeah.
Antique.
I've written on the comment section.
Antique. Yes. Antique. Yes, of course. There are antique things. For example, people sometimes find different. No, not find. Just only is antique things. For example, in the past, in the past, people didn't use, for example, music in the mobile phone. They use other kind of artifacts.
Ringtone.
Ringtone, exactly. Other kind of ringtones.
Mhm. Very good, Monica. Bravo. Thank you very much. Do you like to learn new skills? Number
Yes,
8.
yes, of course, teacher. I love it. I want.
Can you give an example, something that you have learned to do that is not related to your work?
Mhm. Yes, for example, nowadays I am trying to learn to play the guitar.
Really?
Just I bought. Yes, teacher. I bought my guitar 2 months ago. I remember, and nowadays I'm trying to apply one song. Is my goal for this year.
Okay, let me know. We can play together one day.
Of course, teacher.
All right.
When
So
I learn very well, I told you, I will talk you.
we will play together. Okay, that's great. And number 9, have you attended any classes to help you learn new hobby?
Yes, teacher. Yes. I attended one class. I 2 months ago, I wanted to learn how to make a coffee, but not a simple coffee, just a special coffee with design. And I entered to the class in order to that. And nowadays, I know how I prepare a different kind of coffees, for example, cappuccino, but I need a special machine. And also, I need to know how make a different kind of design over the coffee with milk.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. Do you like solo hobbies or do you prefer to do group activities?
Sometimes I prefer do alone or
Prefer
solo.
prefer doing alone rather than do alone
First
doing.
doing alone. I prefer doing alone. And in other moments, I prefer doing my activities in group. It
All right.
depends on what activity I am doing or in what moment. For example, if I get up really early morning, it's possible that any person wanted go with me to practice sport in the early morning. For example, 5 a.m. or 4:30. The most of people are sleeping, and I need to do that alone. But if, for example, it's on Sunday and Saturday, that is most possible that other people can do can
Hmm.
do can practice this activity with me.
Great. I think that your microphone has moved again.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay. Now it's
The
better.
problem is my microphone, teacher, because my English is very well.
I know that your English is very good. You're developing amazing way.
A
Honestly,
kidding,
Monica.
teacher. Just a kidding, teacher.
No problem. Okay.
Thank you.
And question number 12. Look, some people sometimes turn their hobbies into a career or a way of making money. Can you think any of this profession like that?
Mm, ah, Sorry, teacher. Yes, yes. Some people do that. When people, for example, really love their activities, they start as a hobby. After that, they could be their hobby in a profession. For example, in my country, there are a musician. And nowadays, he's a really famous in my country. But when was a younger, uh, he loved he loved play the guitar. He played the guitar in different in the parks, in the school. But her mother didn't want to play the guitar for a long time because her mother always told him that he needed to study a profession, like for example a lawyer or engineer, but he didn't want. And after that, her mother accepted the decision of
Hmm.
that person, and nowadays he's a famous musician in my country. He played also with Gloria Stefan, and he also played in the United States.
What's the name of the guitarist?
And nowadays he have a lot of money.
Okay.
He has.
What's his name? Can you please write in the comment section? Okay.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes. I was asking what's the name of the guitarist. You can write his name on the comment section.
Uh, his name is Gianmarco.
John Marco. Okay.
Gianmarco.
Joe Marco.
Gianmarco Gianmarco from Peru.
Okay. So
I put in the comment section, but maybe okay.
is it Gianmarco?
Gianmarco.
Gianmarco.
Mm-hmm. He's
Okay.
a famous artist.
Let me have a look quickly. Yeah, one second. Gianmarco.
Of course,
Yes.
singer.
Peruvian singer. Is it,
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right. He plays guitar. Songwriter as well. All right. That's great. I wish you best of luck for guitar learning. Maybe you'll be a famous singer. Then I can tell that, oh, I knew Monica.
Maybe teacher.
All right. Very good. Number 13. Some people plan on taking up new hobbies when they retire. Okay. Um, are there some hobbies you would like to start later in life?
um, if I retire,
Hmm.
that is mean.
Or if you have any
I
other
don't.
plan to do, you don't have to retire, but still you want to do
Mm,
something, for
yes.
example.
Yes, maybe yes, maybe in the future, maybe I want to practice, for example, snowing. I don't know how is that kind of a sport that people practice in places who are a lot of cold.
Actually, I forgot
It's
the
not
name as well. Sorry.
not related. Okay, but that this is sport.
Okay.
Other kind of sport, maybe paragliding. Maybe I try to learn uh, drive paragliding or practice paragliding, but alone, not with other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In your
Or
country,
skydiving,
scuba diving, did you say?
scuba
Paragliding.
diving, paragliding, scuba diving. Also, teacher is. I think that is beautiful. Travel around the world and practice skydiving
Mm,
and know about the different kind of things and inside to the ocean.
right. Okay. That's really cool. Thank you very much, Monica, for sharing the information. Now, next question is: in your country, which or what hobbies used to be popular among children?
Mm.
But
The most popular hobby for children in my country is practice football.
okay.
People in my country love football. They love.
Do you also play football?
No, no, I don't play. Also, the most of people, but the most of men, people practice football, and the women usually practice maybe volleyball. This is the most popular.
Thank you very much. Okay, sometimes people say that some hobbies are very famous for the adults, but not for the children. Can you give an example like this?
uh, okay. For children,
Hmm.
what is the more popular? Maybe, for example, for children, they usually play with dolls and cars, small dolls and small cars. If they are girls, they play with their dolls. Nowadays, maybe it is changed because uh, the mindset is changing also. But it's the most popular. When I remember when I was child, my mother gave me dolls, and my brothers receive cars,
All
and
right,
we play together.
that's cool. Thank you very much, Monica. You're sharing a real life story. Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes we do that subconsciously.
Mhm.
Okay. What hobbies do women especially like in your country? What are the hobbies?
Women's sometimes it depends, but nowadays it's really variety. But women practice running. Maybe is the most popular for women nowadays. Um, running. Yes, running. I think, teacher.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
women practice running, swimming.
Okay. Uh, you mentioned that you
This
like
is the most
swimming.
popular.
Are there many women in your country who like swimming as well? Okay, there is another challenging hobby, Monica, bungee jumping. Have you heard of it?
Bungee jumping? No, what is that, teacher?
Okay,
I never listened
I'm
before.
going to show you. Bungee jumping is only for the bravest people because they will drop you from the very high, and you might think that, oh, you're going to fall down and you're going to
Oh,
have accident, but in fact that's not the information, because they will tie your leg with a rope, very strong rope, and they'll let you go from very high. Okay, let me find out bungee
oh my God.
jumping. Yeah.
It is adventurous sport,
Hmm?
a risk sport. Risk.
Yeah. Hang on a second. One moment. I'm going to show you a small video. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So this video has been shooted in New Zealand, and there is New Zealand is an amazing country. People say that that is the heaven of the earth. Okay, so in the future, I have a plan to visit Australia and New Zealand together.
Okay, this is,
Okay, can you see the screen?
yes,
Monica, it's a small video, 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
perfect, teacher.
World's first commercial. Can you hear the sound?
Mm-hmm. I can hear.
Look at that.
Wow, this is exciting.
He's taking selfie.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It is not for the weak, weak-hearted people. You should be strong-hearted.
Oh, yes, teacher. Yes. Too much. Too much for me, teacher.
Too much.
No, I mean, I never tried.
You didn't go for it.
No, it's perfect. It's a great, it's a good video. I mean that I never try teacher for me. Maybe I diet in the process. Can you hear me, teacher? I can hear you, teacher.
Monica,
Yes, yes, teacher. Now is.
yeah, your microphone has again moved a little bit. Okay, I was
Yes,
saying,
keep going.
how did you like it? It's very, extreme bungee jumping. They call it.
Yes, it's extreme sport, teacher. I don't know. Maybe I never tried to that
All right.
because maybe I diet in the process, teacher.
Okay. So don't do it then if you think.
Trying.
Okay. And there is an expression in English language. Do you know that? Lion-hearted and chicken-hearted. Two expressions.
Lion-hearted and chicken. Okay, lion-hearted, chicken-hearted. Maybe I am teacher.
Lion-hearted is very brave and chicken-hearted is very weak. Yeah.
Weak, yes.
Okay. All right. No worries.
In this case, I am chicken-hearted teacher.
All right. No worries. I'm just giving an example. Okay. Number 16. What hobbies used to be popular but aren't common now in your country?
Um, I don't know. Maybe in the past, the most of people with in the past, people didn't have a lot of technology like today.
Mhm.
Then they always pass time playing together in different sports. Then nowadays this disappear. I don't remember exactly the names, but the most of children was playing together in the street. But nowadays people prefer to play different games at mobile phone, for example.
All
And
right.
I don't remember because this sport disappeared, teacher. I don't
Okay.
remember the name.
Thank you very much. And it says, why have they gone out of fashion? That means why it is not
Out
popular
of
anymore.
fashion.
Yeah.
It's not popular anymore.
What is the reason you think?
The reason is uh, because of that technology. Nowadays we have a lot of technology. The technology replace some physical activities.
That's right. Technology changes. People change their mentality. They grow and develop different things. Technology. Thank you very much,
Mhm.
Monica. That's pretty cool. Okay. Are there any hobbies that only require people? That means you don't have to use any kind of equipment. Okay.
Mm,
Like,
explain,
can they be
teacher.
done without equipment or special items?
Sorry, teacher. I don't get it.
Okay. The question is, there may be some hobbies where you don't have to use any kind of external things like technology, like bungee jumping. You need to
Mhm.
use rope. Yeah. For scuba diving, you need to use the special race or oxygen cylinder.
Mhm.
So they're
Exactly.
asking, are there any hobbies that only require people, not You don't need to use any equipment or any other external items or
Uh,
special items.
yes, of course. Running, for example, if you want running, if you want to practice running,
Hmm.
practice. Okay, I if you want to practice running, for example, you don't need any kind of additional implement. Just only put your shoes and you can start. Maybe this is one. Another is maybe practice yoga, for example.
Yoga, do you do that?
Yes, teacher, of course. I practice yoga also sometimes. When I feel a little stressed, then I practice yoga.
So like this.
Another is
Hmm?
exactly. Exactly. This is good. It's a good. It's a good. It is not a sport teacher. I think that is a discipline.
Yeah, people say that is self-control. You're controlling your
Mm-hmm.
mind and your energy.
Exactly. Another, maybe swimming and don't need any implement. If you practice it in summer, for example, you just only need not a special clothes. But if you practice swimming in the winter, for example, definitely you need to have a special clothes like this called
Thermal clothes,
wetsuit. No, it's not formal clothes. Just it's called wetsuit. It's a special clothes
weight, weight,
for
weight,
swimming
weight costume.
wetsuit.
How do you spell it?
Wetsuit. Wetsuit. I
W-
write in the comment section WETSUI.
Wetsuit. Okay, that's great. In many countries, during the winter, they heat the water of the swimming pool so that it is normal temperature.
Exactly, exactly. For example, in my case, I practice swimming every Saturday, but nowadays we are in winter and we need to use wetsuit because if we don't use that, maybe we die with a lot of cold.
Hypothermia, that's called. You know this?
Hypothermia. Yes,
Yes.
hypothermia. Yes, you can
Okay.
breathe.
You can, because of the low temperature, your body might
Lo-
be frozen. We call it hypothermia.
Frozen,
Okay.
frozen.
I've got another question here now. Wetsuit, is it a very expensive suit?
In comparison with other clothes, yes, it's a little expensive. That is the reason why not the most of people practice this sport. Also, is because not it's usual that people practice swimming. Just only maybe in 100 people, maybe uh, one people practice,
One
or maybe
person.
less.
One
Um,
person. Okay. In the UK,
yes,
they
one
sell
person.
it. It's called thermal suit. That is what you call wetsuit. Same thing.
Uh,
It's very
thermos. Okay,
it's
yes,
very
it's the
expensive
same.
only.
I think
As you can see from the name thermal means it
very
keeps your
expensive.
body warm.
Yes, it's expensive, but the advantage of this, yes, but advantage is that you can use the same thermal suit or wetsuit for a long time.
That's
This is
right.
really durable.
Mm.
You don't need to buy just only one. You don't need to have many wetsuits. Just only one, and you can use this for a long time, maybe 10 years.
Okay. So how long have you been using this wetsuit, uh, Monica?
I have been practicing swimming for 1 year.
For
For
one
one
year.
year.
Wow.
Yes, during the pandemic, teacher, it happened because before that, before that, just only my main sport was running, but was banned in my country practice sport in the street during the pandemic. Then the government told us that we can practice sport just only in the ocean. But if we want practice in the ocean, we need to have uh, our implements.
All right. So you have answered already question 18. How much money do you usually spend on your hobby?
It depends of each hobby. For example, for swimming
Wetsuit for you.
is wet. We need wet. Yes. For running, you need to have a good shoes because especially if you run maybe more than 5 kilometers or between 10 kilometers and 20, you need to have a good shoes or tennis, a good tennis. Because if you don't have this, maybe it's not good for your health. It's important that you use a good implement. And this is for scuba diving, for example, teacher. I am trying to learn this sport. The gloves or the implements are really more cost than the wetsuit
More
scuba diving.
costlier,
More costly,
more
more costly
costly. Okay.
because we need more implements. We need not only wetsuit, we need also a mask.
Oxygen
We need
cylinder.
oxygen cylinder. Yes, we need special shoes.
Yeah, like the fish. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, like the fish, yeah, that is expensive.
Then you look like mermaid then. Yeah.
Mermaid teacher?
Mermaid. Yeah. Monica
Mermaid, yes.
Mermaid.
No, I don't think so, teacher.
All right. Okay. If you do that scuba diving, post some photos in the Facebook so that or videos we can see it.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, teacher. I put it in my Instagram, teacher, when I was entered to the. Yes, maybe I put in my Facebook also.
I don't know your Instagram. Otherwise, I could see it. Let me let me have it later. Okay, no worries.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher.
So now, how much time do you spend on your hobbies?
I spend in my hobbies maybe one day per week, especially Saturdays. Uh, I maybe in the middle day or during the day, but only Saturdays. The
Roughly, how
other
many
days,
hours? Roughly
maybe if I resume, all in all, maybe
six, seven.
no, more than 10 hours each, honestly,
Wow.
in
More.
general, per week, not only one, and per week.
Oh, sorry, more than 10 hours per week. So that's great. And see, there is another question. How much time would be too much? People say that, hey, you're spending too much time on hobbies or watching TVs or wasting time. According to you, how many hours would be too much time?
uh, Too much is maybe 3 hours 4 hours per day or 3 hours per day. Maybe it's too much, especially if you use the hours during the day. For example, if you practice before that the day starts, for example, early morning, if you get up early, for example, 5 a.m., you can practice from 5 to 7. That is okay because you can't, you don't disturb the other activities.
All
You
right.
don't stop the other activities, and it's okay. But if you practice sport during the day when you need to work or when you need to do your activities, or if you practice sport instead you, for example, do your homework,
Mm-hmm.
or you practice sport instead you clean your home,
Mm-hmm.
maybe is not okay because after that you can finish your activities during the day.
Right. Thank you very much, Monica. You're sharing much information for our listeners as well. So, dear listeners, if you want to talk to Monica and me, subscribe to this lesson quickly from the link I've shared. Okay, number 20. You have got two more questions. That's great. Is it important to have a hobby?
For me, in my personal opinion, yes, it's really important. It's really important to have a hobby, but it's a personal decision
Okay.
in the
If
same way.
someone only sleeps and eats and works, what happens?
I don't know what happened, teacher. Maybe if maybe if that people love sleep more a lot of for a long time. If their health is okay, then it's no problem. But maybe if live or, for example, eat a lot not healthy food, it's possible that their health become not okay,
Hmm.
become bad health.
That's great. Thank you very much. Okay. Does your hobby produce anything useful, usable, or beneficial?
Yes, definitely. From my perspective, the first beneficial is that you are aware about different kind of things. You feel better during the day. You get, we can people who practice sport, especially in the morning, get up early and
Mm-hmm.
they have more time for do different other things, not only work, practice sport, and maybe have more time for study or use your time in good ways. Also for helping to the other people, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe plans for your future or whatever.
Thank you very
More
much.
time,
Hmm?
more time, more time, more money.
Okay. More time, more money. That's great. All right, Monica. Monica, actually, I forgot to tell you, in pronunciation, there is an amazing rule. And if you follow, your sound would be, actually, my sound would be also better. The rule is that if a word ends with a vowel sound and the next
Oh,
word starts with a consonant sound, we bring them together as a connected
okay,
speech, okay?
okay, teacher.
So remember, letter Y is called semi-vowel because Y most of the cases sound like either I or O. I most of the cases, and W sounds like O as well.
Mhm.
So, and if there are two vowels sound together, we can also pronounce distinctly. Look at the question number 21. Does your
Okay,
hobby
teacher.
produce anything? If you produce anything, it's coming together as well.
Produce anything.
Yeah, useful, unusable, or beneficial.
Yes, of course, of course. In my opinion, from my perspective, according to my experience, yes, it's really useful, usable, or beneficial. Three, all of them. It's useful, useful because if you practice a sport every day, you are more strong during the day, and you have more opportunity to do other kind of activities because you confront the life with a strong soul or
Hmm.
strong spirit. This beneficial is not only for a physical beneficial, is for mental beneficial as well.
Okay, so you get positive energy within you when you have hobbies, especially the physical activities, right?
Mhm. All right, teacher.
That's great. We're almost at the end of the lesson. Thank you very much, Monica, for sharing all this lovely information. And dear viewers, once again, if you're interested to join, click on the link so that you might be able to get 2 free lessons. Remember that your every support is important. Your presence is valuable for me. And also, if you want to talk to Monica and I, you can always come to this lesson, join us, and have a conversation. And thank you very much, Monica, for sharing. Anything else you'd like to share before we are going to finish this tonight's lesson? It's tonight for
I'm
me,
not.
it's afternoon for you, I know that.
Yes, it's afternoon for me, teacher. It's tonight for you. Yes. No, teacher. Yes. Just only say thank you so much for your effort, for helping me to improve my English. And I hope the most of people want to subscribe with you. And in this way, I will have more classmates in order to share our ideas and know about other cultures and also know each other. And the most important things in this application is maybe focus in our English and our fluency and on different ways of English, teacher.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so
By the way,
much.
before you leave, there is a sad news. Ariane messaged me. She had an accident. So,
Oh, really, teacher?
yeah, she can't join for until she becomes cured. So please pray for
Oh
her
my
so
God.
that she becomes cured quickly.
Of
Okay.
course, teacher, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. You can send her a message privately if you want from the,
Mhm.
I know, our chat. You'll find her ID and send a message to her. I believe that she'll be happy.
Yes, of course, teacher, of
Okay,
course.
and you
I will
take care,
send.
Monica. Thank you very much once again, dear viewers. And I'm sure you have listened to Monica's conversation that this app is to develop our English language. And I'm sure more or less you guys are much interested. Join us, support all the teachers, and still you can use the Team Blue code to get discount. That is effective up to the 12th of September. Okay, and Monica, thank you very much for being a long-time subscriber. You are really so kind-hearted and sweet girl. And best of luck once again. We'll speak to you later. Okay, you take care.
Take care, teacher. See you soon.
No problem. All right, guys. So that is almost at the end of today's lesson. We have got 58 seconds. As you might be aware, this class has got countdown system and it is recorded and saved. You can always watch my classes through Facebook or YouTube channel. Visit it and watch it from there. Unlimited time. There is no restriction. So, dear viewers, thank you very much once again. Remember that if you have learned anything from today's lesson, practice it. Practice is the key word or magic word. If you practice, it will give you motivation. If you practice, if you make your progress and development. Also, if you practice more, you'll be more confident. Confidence is very important for being a good speaker. So practice on a regular basis, join our teachers live stream, support all of our teacher. And thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. You take care and bye.